Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I want to say to thank you for Mr. Efransha for joining this meeting today. And before we begin our presentation, let me introduce myself. My name is Nirwan Nurcahya. My ID 220086, and I'm from B1 2021. Alright everyone, today in this meeting, I'm going to discuss about simple present. What is the simple present? And definition, the simple present is a tense in the English language used to express events or situation that occur regularly, generally, or consistently at the present time. And this is used in the simple present is number one, states general fact, describe daily habits or routines, expression, scientific or general truths, indicate schedule or regular programs, and convey feelings and opinions of a general nature. The typical sentence structure for simple present depends on the subject. And the next, the basic roles for the simple present. The basic role in the simple present involve using the verb in the its base from for the subject I, you, they, and adding s or es to the end of the verb for the subject he, she, it. Here are the basic rules for the simple present. Subjek I, you, they. Gunakan kata kerja dalam bentuk dasar. Example, I eat, you work, and we play. And the for subject he, she, it, add s or es to the end of the verb. For example, he eats, she works, and it plays. And for singular subject, I you eat, she eat. For example, I eat breakfast every morning. And for plural, we you they. For example, they play football on Saturdays. And this is a sentence structure. And for the first one, positive sentence, subject plus verb, in base form for IUE they plus S or AS for he, she, it. For example, she work in the office. And the second negative sentence, subject plus do or that plus not and plus verb. For example, I do not eat meat. And the third interrogative sentence, do or does plus subject plus verb. For example, do you like coffee? And the last negative interrogative, do does plus subject plus not plus verb in the base form. For example, doesn't play the guitar. It is important to remember that the use of the do or does in negative and interrogative sentence will depend on the subject of the sentence. Do is used for I, you, they, while does is used for he, she, it. And this is the difference between simple present and other tenses. The difference between in the simple present and other tenses in English lays mainly the way they describe time and events. Here are the main differences: simple present, present continuous, simple past, past continuous, present perfect, and past perfect. And for the simple present, used to express habits, common fact, or events that happen regularly. For example, she eats breakfast every morning. And for present continuous, used to express events that are happening right now. For example, they are playing football in the park. And the for simple past, used to express events that happened in the past and have been completed. For example, he visited Paris last summer. And the verb past continuous used to express an enjoying event at a time in the past. For example, while I was studying and started raining. For the present perfect, used to express a connection between the past and the present, or to express a life experience that happened at an unspecific time. For example, I have visited London 3 times. And the last past perfect used to express an event that happened before another event in the past. For example, he had already eaten when I arrived. And tips for understanding and using simple present, identify the base form, third person singular, negative form, frequency adverbs, signal words, general truths, habitual action, use time expression, and practice regularly. For the identify the base form, understand the base form of verbs th, its left work. In the simple present, the base form is used the most subject expect. For the third person singular, he, she, it, where an s is added to the verb. And for the third person singular, remember to add an s to the base form when the subject is he, she, it, or it, for example, he eats, she sleeps, it works. For the negative form, to make negative sentence, is do not, don't, or does not, doesn't before the base form. For example, I do not eat meat. She doesn't work on weekends. Question use do or does to from question. For instance, we like ice cream. Does he play guitar? And frequency adverbs incorporate adverbs of frequency, always, often, sometimes, rarely, never, to express how often an action occurs. For example, I always exercise in the morning. For the signal words, recognize signal words like always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, and never. This word help indicate the frequency of an action. For the general truths, simple present is also used to express general truths or fact. For instance, the earth revolves around the sun. For the habitual action, use the simple present to describe routine or habitant action. For example, she reads a book every night before bed. For the use time expression, pair the simple present with time expression like every day, on weekends, or at 3 p.m. to provide context to the action. And the last, practice regularly to solidify your understanding. Practice forming affirmative, negative, and interrogative sentence in the simple present. Create a sentence about your daily routine or general fact to reinforce the usage. And the last slide is conclusion. In conclusion, simple present highlight the importance of sustainable practice in our daily lives. Thank you for the time in joining this meeting today. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Banyak.
Ceramah mana?
Hah? Oh gitu. Kak, ini video dari mana ini? Kak, oh gini. Ini ada video. Ini ada video. Ini, oh iya, masih siapa teh?